Let's move on to the next session on the theme of NVIDIA, current status and next innovation of AI revolution. This session will begin with a presentation and Q&A session from NVIDIA, followed by a 20-minute interval, whereupon XinobiAI will give a presentation and Q&A session. Let's get started by introducing the speaker. Mr. Masataka Osaki, Japan Country Manager and Vice President of NVIDIA.
Hello everyone, my name is Masataka Osaki from NVIDIA Corporation. Thanks for coming to my session. It's great to be here at Sussex Tokyo, though when I was invited, I thought this is an event for sushi. Then when I talked to my headquarter team, United States, they said, why you make a presentation of NVIDIA at the sushi event, but I now understand this is more for the startup event. So I'd like to introduce NVIDIA's company and our technology and culture. And at the end, I'm going to introduce our startup partnership program, which is we call it the Inception program. Okay. Let me get started. Let's dive in. So I'm joined NVIDIA in 2014. So this is 11th year at NVIDIA. Before NVIDIA, I was working for Texas Instruments. I had many product management at Texas Instruments. The difference between TI and NVIDIA is big. Both are known as semiconductor companies. However, NVIDIA is more software, solutions, AIs. So there's a big difference. So this is our headquarter building at Santa Clara in California. So we do have 30,000 employees, and including 200 Japanese employees in Akasaka. So if you compared with other same level of the company, I mean the revenue and market cap, so 30,000 employees is pretty small. For example, if you compare it with Apple, if you compare to Microsoft, we are like we call ourselves as a small big company as NVIDIA. So we started from the gaming. Maybe there are many gamers here. So we still the highest share at the market for the gaming. We continue supporting, and then recently we changed to the AI company, AI deep learning company. It was like that journey started 30 years ago for the gaming, but now NVIDIA is known as an AI company. So we have many unique cultures, but as I explained, we still have a small number of the employees, 30,000. So that means that create our unique culture, things to make decision very first and move first. That is NVIDIA. We are very first decision makers, and the execution is pretty first too. So we are known as an AI platform company. So for example, AI is to improve by graphics, but same time graphics to train AI. So we do both graphics, AI, but those are very synced, connected. As I explained, that recently the high resolution graphics is supported by AI, and then the latest AI training is supported by graphics. Those kind of things are happening. So I say it's a fusion of the simulation, big data, and AI all working as one. And our platform, our solution is pretty much software defined. At the bottom, hardware architecture is same. However, we do have over 100 application software on the platform and supporting 450 application frameworks at the market. So our platform, NVIDIA is pretty strong at hardware, but defined by software. That is our strategy of the product and the technology. Anyway, we are enabling innovations in various industries with those software-defined solutions. For example, healthcare, autonomous machine, autonomous car, robotics, and medical, and many. But let me show you the video which we presented at the last technology conference, GTC. Please enjoy.
This is how intelligence is made. A new kind of factory. Generator of tokens. The building blocks of AI. Tokens have opened a new frontier. The first step into an extraordinary world, where endless possibilities are born. Tokens transform images into scientific data, charting alien atmospheres and guiding the explorers of tomorrow. They turn raw data into foresight. So next time, we'll be ready. Tokens decode the laws of physics to get us there faster. And take us further. Tokens see disease before it takes hold. They help us unravel the language of life and learn what makes us tick. Tokens connect the dots so we can protect our most noble creatures. They turn potential into plenty. And help us harvest our bounty. Tokens don't just teach robots how to move, but to bring joy. To lend us a hand. And put life within reach. Together, we take the next great leap to bravely go where no one has gone before. And here is where it all begins.
So NVIDIA's AI was started in 2012 when a model called AlexNet, I think everybody know it, showed proved that NVIDIA's GPUs and the CUDA technology were really effective for deep learning. After that, AI tasks like conversation and medical imaging analysis called perception AI started to grow. Then in 2022, ChatGPT came out, and suddenly everybody was talking about generative AI. That moved to our next era of Agentic AI and physical AI. So let me show you some example. So generative AI is being put to good use in healthcare for things like a drug discovery, medical imaging analysis, and patient monitoring. In Japan, we have many things happening for drug discovery and the medical imaging too. For example, for medical imaging, we are working with Mitsui Bussan. They named as Tokyo One. So they provide GPU cluster to drug discovery companies so that drug discovery can be happen by AI. We're also working with many medical instruments companies in Japan. So anyway, it helps reduce the workload for healthcare professionals and speed up development, especially in areas like drug research and medical imaging. NVIDIA also offers tools called BioNemo, an AI framework designed to support biological research. It focuses on tasks like protein and molecular design. So Amazon Warehouse also using a lot of AI and robotics, with over 200 robotics-powered facilities around the world, including Japan. To make Amazon's warehouse even more efficient, Amazon Robotics is using NVIDIA's Omniverse to create a digital twin virtual model of their warehouse. So another example is a car maker, BMW in Europe. They are also using NVIDIA's Omniverse to build a full functional digital twin of its factory before anything is built in the real world. By using NVIDIA AI and the Omniverse, they have been able to cut factory fleet orchestration and planning time by 20%. So same things now also happening in Japan with Japanese car makers at the factories using digital twin technologies. So Omniverse itself it's like a combination of NVIDIA's graphics, NVIDIA's data center, and NVIDIA's AI. Everything is combined. Okay. And then let's talk about Agentic AI.
Using sophisticated reasoning and iterative planning to solve complex, multi-step problems. AI agents help marketing campaigns go live faster with instant insights, helping optimize supply chain operations, saving hundreds of millions in costs, and reduce software security processes from days to seconds by helping analysts triage vulnerabilities. What makes Agentic AI so powerful is its ability to turn data into knowledge and knowledge into action. A digital agent, in this example, can educate individuals with insights from a set of informationally dense research papers. It was built using NVIDIA AI blueprints. These are reference workflows featuring NVIDIA acceleration libraries, SDKs, and NIM microservices that help you rapidly build and deploy AI apps. The multimodal PDF data extraction blueprint helps build a data ingest pipeline, while the digital human blueprint provides smooth, human-like interactions.
Hi, I'm James.
A digital agent ingests PDF research papers, including complex data like images, charts, and tables, and generates a high-level summary delivered through an interactive digital human interface.
What an exciting breakthrough in weather forecasting. The development of Cordif, a new generative model, is a significant step forward in accurately predicting weather patterns. By combining a UNet regression model with a diffusion model, Cordif can
James can also answer questions or generate new content based on the papers. NVIDIA AI gives enterprises the power to automate processes, tap into real-time insights, and enhance workflow efficiency.
Thank you. So this is Agentic AI. Then this Agentic AI also make a bridge to physical AI, robotics.
Everything that moves will be autonomous. Physical AI, will embody robots of every kind, in every industry. 3 computers built by NVIDIA enable a continuous loop of robot AI simulation, training, testing, and real-world experience. Training robots requires huge volumes of data. Internet-scale data provides common sense and reasoning, but robots need action and control data, which is expensive to capture. With blueprints built on NVIDIA Omniverse and Cosmos, developers can generate massive amounts of diverse synthetic data for training robot policies. First, in Omniverse, developers aggregate real-world sensor or demonstration data according to their different domains, robots, and tasks. Then use Omniverse to condition Cosmos, multiplying the original captures into large volumes of photoreal, diverse data. Developers use Isaac Lab to post-train the robot policies with the augmented dataset. And let the robots learn new skills by cloning behaviors through imitation learning, or through trial and error, with reinforcement learning AI feedback. Practicing in a lab is different than the real world. New policies need to be field tested. Developers use Omniverse for software and hardware-in-the-loop testing, simulating the policies in a digital twin with real-world environmental dynamics, with domain randomization, physics feedback, and high-fidelity sensor simulation. Real-world operations require multiple robots to work together. Mega, an Omniverse blueprint, lets developers test fleets of post-trained policies at scale. Here, Foxconn tests heterogeneous robots in a virtual NVIDIA Blackwell production facility. As the robot brains execute their missions, they perceive the results of their actions through sensor simulation, then plan their next action. Mega lets developers test many robot policies, enabling the robots to work as a system, whether for spatial reasoning, navigation, mobility, or dexterity. Amazing things are born in simulation. Today, we're introducing NVIDIA Isaac GR00T N1. GR00T N1 is a generalist foundation model for humanoid robots. It's built on the foundations of synthetic data generation and learning in simulation. GR00T N1 features a dual system architecture for thinking fast and slow, inspired by principles of human cognitive processing. The slow thinking system lets the robot perceive and reason about its environment and instructions, and plan the right actions to take. The fast thinking system translates the plan into precise and continuous robot actions. GR00T N1's generalization lets robots manipulate common objects with ease and execute multi-step sequences collaboratively. And with this entire pipeline of synthetic data generation and robot learning, humanoid robot developers can post-train GR00T N1 across multiple embodiments and tasks across many environments. Around the world, in every industry, developers are using NVIDIA's 3 computers to build the next generation of embodied AI.
Thank you. Sorry, I cannot explain everything about NVIDIA in 20 minutes. So at least I hope that you guys can get kind of the sense of what we are doing at NVIDIA. But anyway, I think this technology is pretty important for Japan because Japan was and Japan is still is the kingdom, robotics kingdom, and the monozukuri. So our strength was the hardware, but adding this kind of software and the AI solutions, I think it is very important for Japan to make a next growth and then to become the leader of the robotics and the manufacturing by adding AI. I think that is a very key point. And then lastly, I want to introduce our Inception program for startup. Our Inception program is to gather a global startup so that NVIDIA can support their development and use of our GPU. So over, I think, 22,000 startup joined Inception program. And within this number, we have 300 startup in Japan. So I think it is very important to support startup for the next growth of the Japan, because startup is really makes new technology and the challenges. So joining Inception program, it's free. Please check our website and click the button so that our Inception manager can contact you to discuss further steps. Okay. And then lastly, I want to explain some NVIDIA's uniqueness from cultural standpoint. First, we are learning machine. So we dream big, take a risk, and learn together from failures. And another one is speed of light. The speed is key to success. NVIDIA always say internally, it is a speed of light solution. It is a speed of light resolutions. We always call it the speed of light. And same thing, same keyword is mission is boss. We say organization does not tell you about reporting or organization and the structure of the team. We say mission is boss. This is the same as Jensen, CEO. If someone is taking care of special account or special problem, that person is a boss to support everyone. It's coming from maybe startup culture, but after 30 years, we still continue that mission is boss, speed of light cultures. Anyway, I hope today's my presentation gave you new ideas, especially to startup people here. Thank you very much. ありがとうございました.
Thank you, Mr. Osaki. Now we will move on to the Q&A session. Please wait a moment while we prepare the stage. Thank you very much for waiting. Now we would like to move on to the Q&A session. So the Q&A will be moderated by Ms. Rie Okubo, partner at Deloitte Tomatsu LLC.
Hi everyone, thank you. And wow, Osaki-san, what have we just witnessed? Such an inspiring story, presentation with so many use cases, so many groundbreaking technologies. It's a big story that will change business, change lives. Oops, sorry, did I do something wrong? But I'm talking about worldwide, right? Do you have any plan for Japan?
Yes, we are doing for Japan in last 20 years. But anyway, I think Japan is pretty strong at the mechatronics, especially the hardware, the robotics, and factory automation. That's where NVIDIA has a big expectation to make another breakthrough by AI.
Yes, yes. Yes, you said Japan was and is a giant in robotics, and that's true. Like you said, well, large part of manufacturers' factories and even warehouse are already automated. But what about AI? What potential do you see in Japanese market? Is Japan a market with high potential?
I think Japan has Japanese excellence is coming from the human's excellence, right? Like takumi, many takumi people, and
Craftsmanship, yes.
that was made by incremental innovation. I think incremental innovation, right? The last maybe 50, 60 years. Now we see like China or other countries which did not have such incremental innovation, but they are now making innovation that at the factory automation, robotics, by computing knowledge. That approach is totally different, coming from computing knowledge and coming from the incremental innovation by the hardware. So that's why I think if we do slow in Japan, there's a big risk for the Japanese industry.
Yeah, I see
So
that
that's why
too.
it is time for us to add new things to current or previous strengths. I think that makes a unique character in Japan.
What kind of risk? Risk of losing or risk of not being able to grow fast enough or large enough?
I think speed is a big difference because everything maybe becomes software defined, right? Once we make a hardware platform, the next model change or next new thing can be happen by changing the software. I think that is a way of the computing kind of the innovation, right? The software defined. So that approach is coming from the different place, where the computing is strong, the software is strong, which Japan did not have it. So that's why I think with using, but we should not forget about our past, current and past strengths, right? We keep our strengths as a hardware, but adding new things like a computing
Not just
things,
hardware,
step
but-
by step. Yeah,
So we have to think out of the box.
yeah.
Okay. Well, you personally, what aspect of those technologies you presented do you think is the game changer, and particularly in Japan?
I think, Oka-san, that is a good question. One of the technology I introduced is Omniverse, that is digital twin technology. Before anything available, anything physical available, it can be trained, simulated, and prepared on the virtual world, right? Once that environment is ready, I think it is easier and faster for further deployment of the solutions.
Yes. So kind of copy of the real world in the virtual space, not just metaverse, but metaverse with digital twin makes
correct.
can make a lot of changes in our day-to-day life, right? Is there anything? Sorry, is there anything? Any use case, if you can share? Is there any use case that you're working on in Japan?
We are working with automotive companies. We are working with robotics companies like Yaskawa and many. I cannot specify the detail at each companies, but if you see, I think you saw my presentation, for example, Amazon case, warehouse case, right? So they are using such a virtual system, omniverse system, to make efficiency for the machine moves and how that should be put on the shelf, right? And those kind of things is pretty easy thing, but real factory is more complicated, right? A lot of robotics, warehouse, and the people working. So those the world model needs to be developed of the virtual system. But it looks complicated, but the computing world is not so difficult. Not so difficult if you have appropriate tools and workstation or servers. So that things we are supporting also in Japan, and many people are excited about it.
Wow. So, well, technology might be so complicated, but I like the idea of simply create the scene so we can see everything, like where does the issue resides and where we see the opportunity to improve or things like that. So, yes, like you said, probably or for sure, it'll be a big game changer in many scenes. About the Inception program you mentioned in your presentation, I believe many people are being encouraged and excited even as we speak right now. And I'm sure that there are many people in the audience who want to take part. So you said go to NVIDIA's website and just click and your Inception program manager will contact you.
Yes.
Is there any interviews involved?
Of course.
Yeah?
First, we need to understand what is their challenges at the company, at the startup, and then talk how we can solve together. That's first thing we do at the interview.
If you can give, is there any tips for the people who want to take part?
Yes, I think so. We do support. I think NVIDIA is not like other companies. We invest a lot. Of course, sometimes we invest, but I think we are doing more than investment. We support. We really provide the engineering support for the product and how to use our platform. And at the same time, sometimes we introduce their customers. And sometimes we coordinate like a startup event, small startup event, so that each startup can present in front of their potential customers or like a large companies, which they may invest to their startups. That coordination also pretty beneficial and powerful to our partners.
Oh, wow, I really strongly resonate with the idea of striving for a world where many talent collectively show their power rather than, the world led by one single superstar for one single enterprise for revenue creation or something like that. So what kind of world do you envision beyond the program?
So, Okubo-san, NVIDIA's core strategy is to build up developer ecosystem. So actually, of course, we do have a salesperson, the business person, but I always say them that please do not sell our product, but let's create an ecosystem, developer ecosystem. But that is not new things for us. When we started the company 30 years ago, we created gaming developers ecosystem, contents developers, gaming contents developers. Then after that also influenced supercomputers revolutions using our GPU solutions. The same thing we did. We supported supercomputers developers and users, so that developers, users, even for the school people, like a college or high school people, we provided the tools so that they can program their software, or they can simulate with GPU supercomputer. Now it's coming to the omniverse virtual world and AI. We do the same thing, developer ecosystem. Then startup is I think we think startup is one of the cores of the center of the ecosystem, developer ecosystem. That's why we prioritize to enable them, to encourage and expand those developer ecosystems.
Wow, so you go further downstream. How do you see the engineers in Japan?
I think of course, needless saying, I think a lot of excellent people, very, very excellent people. However, I sometimes fear that some engineers, excellent engineer, is too domain specific.
Domain specific.
For example, car companies engineers, medical drug discovery engineers, right, and robotics engineers. Of course, they belong to the company, right? It's natural thing. But if you see the AI world, AI is open platform. For example, car companies engineers, if they can make AI software, that software can be used for like a gaming for AI, can be used for the medical for AI. So those open environment and participation to the ecosystem is pretty important at this AI era.
Wow. Well, domain-specific behavior or mindset might be one of the reasons that we can make bigger thing collaborating together, right? So not just single company or single person engineer, but getting together and collaborate, we can make even bigger growth and even bigger innovation. Thank you. So we have to wrap up.
Okay.
Oh my God, time flies. Well, can you give final message to the audience?
Okay, I think there are many startup people. Maybe my final message is to the startup people. So I say that let's connect together and don't be specific, too much specific on the same place. Of course, that is important for the professions, right? But please see how you can contribute to ecosystems, and please connect. Let's connect. Let's make a connection, developer to developers, engineer to engineers. And sometimes maybe the business to business, business people. I think the world is changing. If you only see in Japan, I think it is maybe a very small part, maybe one part of the rest of the technology. So please watch the global momentum and what's happening in Japan. If you are not engineers, it's okay. But I think at least need to understand what technology, what business are happening at the rest of the world. So I think AI is not incremental innovation. There may be something happen from zero at many places, which where there's nothing before. So I think that sensibility and interest and eagerness is pretty important. Thank you.
How encouraging. Thank you very much, Osaki-san. Please give big hands to Osaki-san from NVIDIA.
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please give a round of applause to both of the speakers. Let's continue with the session on the theme of Shinobi AI, the future of AI agents in agentic networks. The next speaker will be Mr. Kuniyoshi Mabuchi, co-CEO of XinobiAI.
Hello everyone, and I'm Mabuchi, and I'm from XinobiAI, and today we are doing into part 2 AI frontier, pioneers shaping the future. I'm incredibly excited to share XinobiAI's vision today and a future built by an AI agent and the amazing network they will form. So for the next 15 minutes, I will explore a future unlike anything we've seen before and powered by technology. Hi, again, I'm Kuniyoshi Mabuchi and co-founder of XinobiAI, and I've spent my career where technology meets businesses, and leading digital companies consuming at consulting at a giant like PwC and Deloitte, and helping lead Meta here in Japan. So I'm also deeply involved thinking about the future through Metaverse Japan and JDLA, focusing on AI, Web3, and XRs. All these experiences has led me here absolutely convinced that agents are about to change anything. My partner in founding XinobiAI investor, that he's a titlesome, a truly visionary entrepreneur and investor. And from starting head companies like Ganho and Miso and Bibita to tracking big world problems and nurture startups. Tizer has always been about creating what next, and his insight and passion and the huge driving forces for XinobiAI. And so what XinobiAI is about? Our mission is big, to build a better internet. Let's face it, today's internet can be overwhelming and messy and doesn't always respect our privacy to give us best experiences. We're here to change that with AI, especially personal AI agents that work together. We are building an ecosystem where your AI runs you, works for you, and ethically and transparently. Imagine an AI that truly your partner, connecting with other AI, also seamlessly that you might not even need a website anymore. And that's a future internet we're building. Why do we need this now? Think about your online life. The connecting with new people or often awkward. Dealing with the companies can be frustrating. Navigating their system to worry about your data. And even amazing tools like generative AI need skill to use well. And let's not forget the risks, scams, and fake news. Today's internet can feel rough, sometimes even hustle. Here's our answer. Let AI agent handle the connections. Your personal AI agent talks to other AI, whether they belong to people or companies. And suddenly communication to smoother understanding is deeper. Finding the right business or services become effortless and productive. The noise and the the noise and the risks decrease dramatically, or becomes a helpful layer that makes the internet safer and smarter and way more efficient. Our big picture is what we call a Nameraka society, a smooth flowing society. Technology connects local communities with the global stages and bringing out the best of what makes each other, and unique and sharing it with the world. Think about your favorite local bakery, a small artisan, a community project. Agents can help them connect and thrive and teach the people who will appreciate them. It's about moving beyond genetic platform to create real, variable connections powered by the AI social network that find those hidden gems for you. It's from the GTC, from the NVIDIA, and yeah, so last week also can talk about these changes, and AI is moving incredibly fast. And so we started the AI that could see precision AI and that create generative AI. Now we are entering the era of agentic AI. AI that can do things autonomously, and soon physical AI that interact with the real world. XinobiAI is right at the heart of this agentic AI revolution. How does this magic happen? Underneath it all the foundational models, huge AIs trained on massive amounts of data and computing power. These models are the base upon which cool application and smart AI agents are built. Understanding this basic setup helps see what the AI is going. And these foundation models are getting smarter and fast. We can even measure that progress is something using things like IQ scores. Look at this. The latest AI is kind of 130. So only 2 years ago was only 80. That in 2 years, that's progressing so much faster and smoother. The AI agents built them become much more capable to solving problems and acting independently. This is a figure out the agent revolution. So think of it stages like this OpenAI suggests, from chatbot, AI evolved to the listeners that can think deeply, and then to agents that can act their own. Down to the road, they might even help invent new things or run parts of the companies. And we are stepping into the age of agents right now. But agents need to write information, not just on general knowledge, but specific data, like your company's internal info. That's where RAG technology comes in. It lets AI agents securely access to the specific knowledges, making their help much more relevant and powerful for businesses. It's not just about the gigantic AI models. Smaller, specified models are becoming really important too, and they can run on your own devices, keeping data private or be experts on specific tasks. Many of the open sources, meaning more people can build and customize them. Let's quickly recap. The difference is generative AI is mostly creating content like text and images. AI agents are about getting tasks done autonomously. You tell generative AI what to do. AI agents figure out how to achieve a goal on their own. They are problem solvers. And compared to the simple chatbot, AI agent is a league ahead. think autonomy and acts on their own. Learning gets better over time, and multi-step thinking handles complex tasks. And execution can actually do things and not just talk. They are becoming two digital workers. And we can already see this happening. AI tools perform like a deep research, digging through the web to answer complex questions and write reports and show agent power to gather and synthesize the information automatically. Imagine an AI agent booking your flights or filling out online form to you. And the technology is here and getting better. AI agent can understand web pages and navigate them just like a person, filling you up, you click and scrolls. For software developers, AI agents are like super-powered assistant. Tools like a Cursor help write, fix, and improve codes, and making programming faster and more efficient than ever before. Then you have an agent like Manners, designed to the general problem solvers. They can read documents, browse the web, write a code, do calculations. And it's switching between tools and needed to complete complex tasks. This is a taste of the future. Think about your business. AI agent could transform almost anything. Finding sales leads, personalizing marketing, providing 24/7 customer support, and creating job applications, and analyzing research data, summarizing meetings, managing expenses. The list goes on. And by delegating task agents, we humans can focus on the strategic creative work. Everyone gets a tireless, brilliant assistant. But here's where it gets really powerful. When agents can together in networks, imagine a team of specialized AI collaborating to solve huge problems. To make this happen, we need to wait for agents to find each other, speak the same digital language like Google's agent-to-agent protocol, and have platform to cooperate. This network effect is the next big thing. Where does this lead? Potentially to an agent economy, a world where agents themselves participate in the economy, buying, selling, trading, maybe even managing deals, and are powered by a smarter AI and secure tech like a blockchain. AI could become independent economic player. This would radically change businesses and create incredibly effective markets, and even invent new kind of a job and focus on managing the new economy. How fast will this happen? We see stages. Next 1 or 2 years, more automation of specific tasks. And 1-3 years, wider use in companies, more personal AI services. In 5 years, AI agent potentially surpassing human reasoning in same areas, and maybe even working with robots in the physical world, becoming essential partners in our lives and works. So, what do we need to do? The skill that matters most are becoming clearer. Yes, understanding AI is important, but even more crucial are truly human skills, creativity, and the creative thinking, and collaboration, empathy, leadership, and adaptability, and connect desire to learn. And these are our strengths in the age of AI. When agent handle the doing, our variable shift to the input and output. And input, asking the right questions and defining the goal clearly. Output, judging results, using our wisdom to make the final decision. Mastering these beginning and end point is the key. AI agent becomes amazing force multipliers. You can manage multiple projects at once by delegating different tasks to the different agents. Your ability to oversee the orchestrate this becomes powerful new skills. So this is the last slide. How do you navigate this incredible transformation? Here's the 5 simple actions to start today. Try it out. Don't wait. Find small way to experiment with the AI agent in your work. Grow your people. Help your team learn about AI and how to work and alongside it. Build AI literacy. Think about rules. Start discussing the guidelines for using AI safely and ethically in your organization. Stay curious and keep learning and follow the latest development in AI agents and tools. Be ready for change. The future won't look like a past, and stay flexible and adapt your strategies. The future with the AI agent isn't just about doing things faster, and it's about creating entire new possibilities, and for better work, smarter business, and a richer society. At XinobiAI, we are incredibly excited to be building this future, and we invite you to join us on this journey. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mabuchi. Now we will move on to the Q&A. Please wait a moment while we prepare the stage. Thank you very much for waiting. Now let's move on to the Q&A session. The Q&A will be moderated by Ms. Rie Okubo, partner from Deloitte Tohmatsu LLC.
Thank you, and well, hello everyone. Mabuchi-san, it was such an exciting presentation you just gave. It was a presentation from XinobiAI, which is a newly founded AI startup company.
Yep.
Mabu-san, as a matter of fact, XinobiAI has been in the market for what, less than 6 months?
Oh yeah, we just established last December.
December.
And, yeah.
So there must be a lot of people heard heard your presentation for the first time. Mabuchi-san, I have to confess, I can't stop ninja image popping up on my mind. So before touching the contents of your presentation, you have the names that are quite captivating. You have distinctive naming like Shinobi,
Yep.
and it's part of your company name actually, and also Hanzo is a name of the government solution you announced at the same time at the press conference. Can you share the background of the story choosing those words?
Okay, and Shinobi is an agent, like the Shinobi is always hiding, but like an intelligence force, and so that makes our life smoother. Is the Shinobi's images, and ninja is kind of very famous, but the Shinobi is kind of a little bit more like a mysterious thing. But that's Shinobi is meaning it's an intelligence force that makes your life or company or the government life smoother. Is meaning of a Shinobi.
Oh wow, it's moving. It's there, and it's moving and actually working for you, but you don't see. Kind of.
Yeah.
Idea.
It's kind of invisible.
Wow, wow. I like the idea of, the things all the dots are out there. So many of them in the market, but it's not connected just yet. So XinobiAI is to connect the dots, we call it ecosystem, and put the connected dots within the arm's length of the people. So I like the idea. So it's
Thank
Shinobi,
you.
it's invisible. There are agents working for you, like me standing at the kitchen sink, and if I ask something to, I don't know, apply for my, personal ID card or something like that to my
Yeah.
city hall, then it works through, I don't know, SNS or my home speaker, things like that, right?
Yeah. What important is we are going to build a parcel agent that's know about you and me very much. And if you order something ID card, but so many ID cards there, but maybe your personal assistant can read. Okay, maybe you forget or you something left this ID card maybe, and I can prepare your online form for this ID card. Maybe that's kind of a recommendation, or that agent has a long-term memory, and they know you very much know about your habits, your life. That helps you a lot.
Wow, I don't have my number card yet, so I'm totally excited for that service, and provided by like Tokyo or cities or worlds. That'll be quite exciting. But again, at the press conference of XinobiAI, you introduced government solution. Is there a reason why you started with government or local community rather than private sector?
Oh yeah. So private agent, I know the agent is a really unique concept, but that's why we do the local community or local government is kind of that's really important for integrity, or that makes more trustability. That's kind of AI is a kind of machine, but but we need to trust something for my or your personal agent, because that's we need to give a lot for society first. That's our strategy.
One agent per human. Wow, how exciting is that? Um, so you talk about ecosystem, and everyone have, I don't know, more than 2 agents working for them. What kind of world do you imagine for the future? Like, what's your ambition or aspiration for the future?
Yeah, so that's maybe that's I don't, almost everyone has it's a new information around the agent and AI agent that connecting and work together. That's a new, I think, a new concept. But our ambition is fundamentally change the internet. The internet. I just speak about the internet, but sometimes internet is now it's difficult. Something scams or something the problems are happening on internet. But agent connect each other and do something. That's we can control everything. That's gonna be makes maybe there are big possibility to build a new society of internet. Our ambition is making a new internet, a new communication through the AI agents.
Wow, AI agent connect with another AI agent.
Yes.
Okay, time flies, Mabuchi-san, and we have to wrap up. Please give message to the audience.
Okay. Okay. The age of AI agent has started right now, and this is a huge opportunity. And please embrace this change, and let's build this kind of big wave, big AI agent era together. That is my message.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Absolutely, we embrace and we are waiting for it. Thank you very much. Please give big hands to Mabuchi-san from XinobiAI.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please give a big round of applause to both of the speakers.